Test one, two. Test. Hey, good morning. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to my new studio. I hope that you like it. It is. I'm excited to share. I'm excited to share kind of how in the world we got to where I am today. But it's exciting. So if you're watching this, just let me know where you're watching from. Randy, good morning, buddy. Good to see you, Randy. One of my just 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 consistent, just consistent. When I think of Randy, I think of consistent. Um, and man, I'm glad you're here this morning. Who else is here? Go ahead and put it in the chat. No matter where you're watching from, we've got Instagram running. We've got X. We've got Facebook. We've got all the things. So Randy, how's it sound to you out there in Tennessee? How's the audio of everything? Today's live stream is brought to you by MM. So there you go. Thank you, Muscle Milk, for sponsoring this live stream. Um, so yeah, good morning, man. Let's talk. Let's talk. Get in the chat. Say something. Tell me how you're doing. Would love to just have a conversation with some of you. Randy sounds good on the iPhone. Thank you so much, buddy. Truly, truly, thank you, Randy. If if you know how to share this, that'd be something we've never done before. Like and share and add the hearts and do all the things so the algorithm gets it going. And man, I'm going to start getting more consistent in these again. Now that the summer is over, I have my own space again to do these live streams and to meet with clients. And here's what's cool: I can now meet with clients in person and on Zoom all around the country. So that is really cool. So, like today on my schedule, I'm meeting with a client. Well, all my clients are on Zoom today. So I've got one in Houston, and I've got one in New York. Oh, no, I've got three. And I've got one in North Dakota. So how cool is that I get to do that? So Randy, man, what's going on? Randy, what is your favorite um, Rain, I know you don't drink coffee, or you do drink. I can't remember. I'm trying to think. We would go have coffee. Yeah, you like coffee, but you don't drink a lot of it. Is that right? Randy, hit me back if you're still watching. Also, do you drink coffee? If you're watching this, do you drink coffee? Yes or no. Do you drink coffee? That's just a legit question, and that's gonna know if we connect. Like, if you drink coffee, then we connect. But if you don't drink coffee, we'll also connect. It'll just be it'll just be harder for me to connect with you on in that way. So yeah, Randy, you drink coffee. Who else on here? Do you drink coffee? Yes or no? That's all I need to just put yes or no in the chat. Yes, I drink coffee. No, I don't drink coffee. Yes or no. That's all you got to put. Yes or no. Do you drink coffee? So one of the 12 of you who are on here right now drinks coffee. That is exciting, I guess, for you, for only one of you to drink coffee. I drink coffee, but for me, I have had to start my day with with I've had to start my day with a half calf coffee, just because I took a fast from caffeine for uh, for 21 days in January, and then I got back on caffeine, and it was like I felt like a crackhead. So I've never done crack, so I don't really know what that feels like, but I felt just absolutely crazy, and so yeah. So this is the new spot, man. What y'all think of it? What do y'all think? Any suggestions? What would you do different? What what would you do different if anything? What would you do? Randy, man, this is me and you on here, bro. This is me and you on here right now. Anybody else watching this, I want you to say hello in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Give me some hearts over there on on YouTube. That would be pretty awesome. Um, so and share this with your closest friends, because we're going to talk about today, um, the power of isolation. The power of isolation. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but it is something that we need to talk about. Hello on Instagram, experiencing tiny living. That is cool. Experience tiny living. Can you I would love to know more about that. Experience tiny living on Instagram. What does that mean? Where are you from? Randy, Randy, man, you talking about my previous background, the bright pink. Yeah, that was rough, dude. It was red, but it looked pink. So we're back to blue. I'm figuring out who I am. And Troy 50, man, we look, dude. Troy, we got to meet up. Trevor Howard, good to see you on here on Instagram. Can you guys switch over to the YouTube? That would be awesome. I'm going to share with you guys my my online community today, because it's really cool. So hope you're doing well today. Coming at you from my new studio. What questions do you guys have? Anybody have any questions we could discuss right now? Any questions? How you doing? Just trying to get just trying to get my flow back of going live, because that's gonna help a lot. Got to get my flow back of going live, and then it'll start the algorithm and all that kind of bull. we'll get we'll get going. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. We've got 10 people on here from all over the place. So, Randy, talk to me, man. Just me and you on here. It's really not. Just other people aren't talking. Trevor Howard. Good to see y'all chiming in. It's 8:51 Central Time. So here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about today the power of community. The power of community. And back years ago when man, I was back years ago when I was working in the church, I would this word community would always come up, and I'm like, man, what is community? Like, why are we saying this a lot? And I didn't really understand the power of community until I experienced the power of community in a healing way in my life. And so, man, there was a time in my life, and you may or may not know this, when I went through absolute chaos in my life, where I'd been suppressing memories and suppressing just so many things in my life, to where I really couldn't remember past the age of 11. So if you ask me like where I went to elementary school, you asked me who my teachers were, you asked me all these things, and it was just foggy, if you will. Like, I couldn't remember much. And what happened was all these memories and all these things just came up out of nowhere, and I was being triggered and just all sorts of it was chaos in my head. So much so that I needed to go get some help, because I became really desiring to not live anymore, and took some actions to do that. And so I was like, man, I've got to get some help. And I went to a place called Onsite. And so let me just walk you through what this looked like. So I went from like isolation, because when I was feeling all these feelings and all these things were going on, it was like, man, I just got to, I don't want to be around anybody. Your face annoyed me. And it was like, I just want to be isolated. I just want to be alone. I don't want to go out in public. I didn't want to do anything because I was being triggered. I was being angry, and all this stuff was happening in my life. And so I hear about this place called Onsite, and I go for a week. So they have this week-long program, and they have longer inpatient programs, and I went to that one as well. But for the first time, I went to this you go for a week. But here's what I didn't know. Okay, remember, super isolated, didn't want to be around people. This was 2019. This was January 2019, and I'm like, and I was just angry and sad and all the things. So I go, and guys, you want to talk about getting you out of isolation? They did it. Here's what they did. They numbered me off, and they number us off in this big room of adults, all kind of dealing with their own thing, or just wanting to be better in life. A lot of people were doing great. They just wanted to go and just work on themselves, which is amazing. So they number us off, and I go. I'm number 6, and those, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so and they're numbering us off, and then we go into this room. Okay, 10 of us go into this room, and y'all, I was in a group for every single day for multiple hours a day doing group therapy. Like, this, in my mind at the time, was the worst thing that I could do. I mean, it was just like, what is happening in this group? And we started doing group therapy, which I had never done before in my life. If you've done group therapy, just put in the comments, yes, I've done group therapy. And at first, it was really awkward and really weird and all the things. And then it started to something started to shift in me. And here's what started to shift was that these people around me, these people that I was in this little community with during my time there, they started to say things that I was feeling. Like, they were saying things that I was like, oh, I'm not the only one. You feel that too? And it was almost a beautiful way that my body started to heal, and I started to feel a certain way, like, okay, so I'm not alone. Because when we're in isolation, you know this, you feel so alone. You feel like no one is there with you. You feel like nobody understands you. You feel like you're just solo. And isolation is a way that, man, it can it can really get you deeper and deeper into your sadness, into your anger, into whatever is happening in the isolation can create even darker and deeper anger, sadness, depression, anxiety, panic, addiction, because you feel alone. And that's a tactic, by the way, of the enemy. If the enemy can get you alone in your thoughts, if the enemy can get you alone just out of groups, out of community, out of going to church, out of all the things, man, he loves that. That is a great tactic. And so what I had learned in going for this week, that man, it's actually wonderful because these people understand. And here's what's neat about that group is we still communicate today. We have a group text. Man, I still have this community that I know would do anything for me. And then so I went for that week, and it just opened up a lot of things in me. So I went back and I went to the inpatient place, which was phenomenal. It's called Milestones at Onsite. And I went back, and what did they do? They've got 18 of us living together in this group, all dealing with their own sorts of trauma. It's a trauma inpatient trauma center, and we would go and we'd do group therapy. We would do group activities. We would eat together. I mean, it was a group, and it was a community. And because of that, because that I have found the power of community, I have wanted to start my own community, and I have, and it is called the Circle of Hope. And so I want to show that to you today. I want to show you what the Circle of Hope looks like. So we see right here, this is what inside the Circle of Hope looks like, and it is a community of some clients and some people who just are wanting to be in community, and it starts out with an introduction. So I say, hey, welcome to the community. Would love for you to welcome yourself and say hello. You can write different things. Right here we have general discussion where people, where for example, I wrote about this my course that I am launching in the next few weeks, and I said, hey, here's my limiting belief number 10 that I put on there, and people can comment. We've got happy birthday. We've talked about 9/11. We've got Joel on here talking about Green Lights, which is an amazing book. And we've just got awesome things going on. And then every day I put a devotional in here. Every day I put a devotional. So like today, here is the devotional, and just kind of keeps going. So this is a free devotional that I share on here. We also talk about how we're doing, like really, how are we doing? And so we do a check-in, and then also, so twice a month, we see right here in the calendar, twice a month I do group coaching calls. And if you are a part of this community, this is absolutely free for you. And this, I believe, is one of the biggest benefits of the community are these group coaching calls, because this takes the community who are on here writing and who are on here doing all the things, and it actually gets us together, and we talk about things, and you're being coached by me one-on-one, which is people invest a lot of money into that, and this is coming absolutely part of your part of what you're paying to be in the community. And man, it's been incredible. It's still in the beginning stages, and the people that are in it are awesome, and we're learning and growing together in this. But man, I'm telling you, you need to get in this. There's also a leaderboard to see, how everybody's doing, and as they move up the leaderboard, you get to unlock certain things, and one of those is a part of my course. So when you get to a certain level, like level 2 right now, you get to unlock the course. I'm going to put on here in a few days, they can unlock other parts of the course, or you can go and to the classroom, where I am going to add different courses of different things that I am teaching. So right now it is Crushing Limiting Beliefs number 10. And so that is, and this limiting belief is, I don't give myself the love, compassion, and understanding I give to others. So have you ever done that, where you give more people the love and compassion and understanding than you do yourself. So I'm sure that you do, because we've all done that, and that's a limiting belief. So this is called the Circle of Hope, and right now it is free. It is free for you to check it out for 7 days. 7 days, and maybe you're watching this on the replay. Go ahead and get in, and you'll get in for free for 7 days, and you'll be a part of this next group coaching call that is coming up, and that's a big deal. Again, to me, that's the priceless part. You're going to be with other people, as I talked about, in community that are maybe dealing with something that you're dealing with. Maybe they're in the same struggle, you're in the same stage of life, and you get to be on there with other people. And you don't have to say anything in these group coaching calls, or you can have an answer. You can have a question answered by me. We can do one-on-one coaching right there. It is phenomenal. So I would love for you to be a part of that and to check that out. And I will put the link right now for it. It is in the chat. Let's see. Here we go, right here, the Circle of Hope. Go ahead and get in there. Check it out, free for 7 days. Boom, here you go. It's in the chat. Go and check it out. I encourage you right now to do that. Also, if you're watching on Instagram or Facebook, I encourage you to switch over to YouTube. That's where I give a lot of my stuff, and a lot of my content is on there, because to me, community is, like I talked about a second ago, many of us are trying to do life alone, but whenever you can have somebody to walk through it with you, man, it's awesome. And I think it's also, I know it's very biblical. So Hebrews 10:24 says this. I want to read this. Hebrews 10:24. We'll read this right here. Hebrews 10:24 says, "And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting meeting together, as in the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near." And here's what this is talking about, man. Meeting together, going to church, getting in groups, hanging out, getting in community. Who are you in community with right now? Like who are you in community with? Do you have a community? Have you always been wanting to be a part of something, and you just kind of keep putting it off? Well, pretty biblical is to say, let us consider how to stir one another up to love and to good works. That's what this community can be about. That's what I want it to be about, is a place for people to come in, and a place for people to encourage, and a place for people to know that they have a spot that they can go to when the struggle is happening, or just to encourage people, because we're all in different places. Maybe you're coming out of a situation, you're in a situation, or you're going into a situation. We're all in different places right now. For me, I am out of a situation. Like I have never felt so great ever, mentally, spiritually. Man, I'm doing really, really good, and it is phenomenal. And so I encourage you, man. This isn't just me encouraging you. I believe that it's going to help you in your business. I believe that it's going to help you in your walk with the Lord. I believe it's going to help you in your marriages as a parent, and just give it a shot. It's absolutely free for 7 days, and then it's $24 a month. And you're like, man, Michael, I can't afford $24 a month. Then it's not for you, and that's okay, because investing in yourself is hard to do. But when you think about it, what are some things that we invest in that aren't really helping us? They're things that we've invested in, streaming things, all the stuff all the other things that we buy that we don't need. Like, we're investing in things that really don't help us. And I want to encourage you, invest in this. And if you don't like it after a month, if you don't like it after 2 months, man, you don't have to stay in it. But I want to let you know that I have created a place for you, and it could change your life. Or maybe you know somebody who's like, man, they need to be a part of this community. Then come on. Again, the best part of it, I believe, is the group coaching. And it happens this Thursday at 2:00, and you can watch the replays if you can't make it. So check it out today. I would love for you to be a part of it. Again, it is important that we are meeting. And maybe you're like, Michael, I don't think this is for me. How about this? What about a small group at your church? Have you gotten connected in a small group at your church? Because again, the enemy wants to isolate you and your family and say, no, we're too busy. We got all these things. And again, very clear in Hebrews, it says, let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together. Man, get in the house. Like, get into a group. Find community. I would love to help you find community. You can do that. I would love, love, love to help you. So, man, again, I hope that you guys are doing great. I hope that you got something out of today. I'm going to start going live a lot more during the week, so this can become something steady and normal. Now that I've got my own space, I'm super excited about it. And, man, yeah, very, very, very fired up about it. So, yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, anything else that you guys would like to ask, you can put it in the chat. I've put all the links for all the things in the chat as well. And so a little update on me. I have not ran or worked out in 2 weeks as of today. That is like, what? Yes. So I have not worked out, ran in 2 weeks. Why? Because my left Achilles, when I played basketball 2 weeks ago, like an idiot, man, it is just like crazy. But today I'm gonna get back out there and go on a little jog and just try to see how it does. As you know, running and stuff is just a part of my life and something that I love. And man, I've missed it. It's been a bummer, but also mentally I'm okay. Like, I'm doing great. That used to be like, if I don't run, I'm gonna lose it. And now, and I'm doing really, really good. But I miss running. So, anyways, I've got man. If you're looking for some one-on-one coaching, if you're in the struggle and you feel like, man, I don't know what is going on. I keep going back to these old habits. These things keep happening in my life. I set goals, but I don't even get close to accomplishing them. I want to be better in my life. If that is your situation, then let's talk. This is what I do. I help people take the next step in their life so that they can never look back and say, man, what if I missed it? Nope. You deserve better. You deserve to live a life that of walking in freedom. And I want to help you do that, because that's what I do. I help people all around the country, both in person and on Zoom, get hit goals. I help them conquer depression, and I help them overcome isolation, and just help them to wake up knowing that they're going to crush that day. Because some of you right now are in some darkness. Some of you right now are really, really struggling and you don't know what to do. Well, reach out to me, send me a message, and let's see how I can help you take the next steps. And maybe it's just a small step for you. Maybe it's just for you, it's just a little, maybe it's just going outside, and you need that accountability from somebody who's going to help you do that. And that's what I do. You will get one-on-one sessions with me. I am totally focused with you for an hour or longer if needed. And we can do that weekly, bi-weekly, or once a month. It is totally up to you. But I promise you, I want you to know, if you're watching this, or if you have a family member who is struggling, man, don't wait any longer. Don't wait any longer to reach out to them or to reach out to me and see if we can come up with a plan to help them or to help you, because it truly could save your life. So that's all I got. I hope you're doing well. Any way I can serve you, please let me know, and have a great